And the roars of encouragement beginning to rise here at the Empire Pool for Ralph Charles. And he'll need all the encouragement he can get. Watch the little sidestep, the little shift sideways sometimes that Napoles puts in to cut down the retreat of Charles, to cut him off. And I don't know that I've ever seen Charles box on the retreat like this before. Certainly not round after round. Must be telling a lot on his legs. Can't be used to this. One there, that's a slip again on the same part of the ring he slipped before. It must be wet. The gum shield out again. He's having trouble containing that gum shield in his mouth, Charles. Second time he's lost it. If he gets a punch on the mouth now, he'll be in trouble. Napoles hustling forward all the time, but probably only still at half pace. Pacing himself in case he has to go 15. Again, the British champion, harassed constantly in this round, as he has been for most of the fight. Concentrating almost totally on defense now, and the defense being swept aside by these combination punches of Napoles. And he does look dangerous when he opens up. And Charles has to half turn sometimes, almost turn his back to get away. That's Napoles' round without a question. Well, for the last 40 seconds of that round, there were flashes there of the real Napoles, the sort of stuff he can produce when he wants to. And when he did open up again there, we saw the defences of Charles swept aside, brushed aside. And this man looking to be a very, very dangerous opponent. Here are the last few seconds of that round, with Charles really being harried and hustled around the ring. Totally on the defensive. And the punch is hitting his gloves and bringing him away from his face and leaving him quite dangerously exposed. Interesting how Napoles does that little knees bend as he comes out of the corner each time, almost flexing himself for the next 3 minutes. The third of this championship, one low one, right hand. Jim Brimmel tells him off. Second caution he's had from Brimmel. I've got Napoles 3/4 of a point in front, giving him 3 of the 5 completed rounds and the other 2 drawn. Napoles saw it coming. Charles's best work, in fact, has been done with the left. Beginning to chance his arm with the right hand. And Napoles comes right back at him, almost as though to say, don't take liberties with me, I'm the champion. Good left hook. turning it on again. And Charles using his feet and his wits and his skill to keep out of serious trouble. Certainly making Napoles work. Napoles having to come forward all the time. And those 32-year-old legs might well feel the effects of this in the later stages. Good right-hand shot by Charles. Not at all a bad round for the British and Commonwealth champion, Ralph Charles, who really is getting this crowd on his side now by the canny sort of fight that he's pursuing here. And these could well be good tactics in the long run. And Napoles comes up for this one with a very heavy smear of grease above the left eye. That's the one that beat him against Billy Backus. And that, as well as the chin of Napoles, is the target for Charles' right hand. This is the fateful 7th round that beat Charles in his European title fight with Roger Menetre. Inside of the glove from Napoles. Charles stabbing that left hand into the champion's face. There hasn't yet been a moment in this fight when Charles has really been able to open up with anything more than one or at the most 2 punches at a time. Napoles felt that. Sweeping right hand, and he got Charles in a bit of trouble, but Ralph still has his wits about him, gets out into the safety of the centre of the ring. And this now is turning into a really fascinating world title battle, with Napoles just having the upper hand in most of the rounds, but only just. And Charles making him work for every point. And Charles's legs went splayed there. 2 punches to the head, a big right hand from Napoles. And this is the famous Napoles cluster punching. These are the combination punches he's renowned for. He really does put them together magnificently. And Charles is over. He was caught. And it's the 7th round, just like it was with Menetre, and he's going to have trouble beating it. He's not going to beat it. 9, 10, and he's out. He's out, and he's still out. Round 7. Just as it was with the European title. He lost to Menetre, knocked out in the 7th. And now Jose Napoles has done the same thing to him. And Charles is absolutely heartbroken. Jose Napoles, in his 8th world title fight, approaching 32 years old, has put together a master's performance to keep his title once again. And here now again are the closing stages that put the lights out. That was the right hand that set him on the way. And everyone going in now to the head. An accumulation of punches which beat Ralph Charles. His legs had gone, I think, several seconds before this.
Gentlemen, please.
And these punches just flung the defences aside
52 seconds
and exposed Charles to more and more trouble. I dare say 20 or 30 good punches here in these closing stages caught Charles, and that right hand put him away. The final right hand sent him down, and he couldn't beat the count.